you guys. Welcome back. So, I still have access to public videos, and we're going to talk about one. So, this is only 2 minutes, but we're going to watch it and then I'm going to rip it apart. So, here we go.
Hopefully you are ready to enjoy your weekend. Listen, wanted to pop on here for just a second because I was talking to a girlfriend of mine who has been at her current employer for several years now, and has been doing work assignments outside of her normal career and her normal day-to-day because they know she can do it. Especially after COVID happened, she started picking up other workloads from other people, but she's not getting paid to do the work. So my question to her was, well, why are you still there? Like, why haven't you applied for a management position? And so she has a fear because she feels like she does not have the qualifications that's needed for management. And I thought about that. How many of you are currently stuck at a job where you're doing the work of a manager or a leader or a team lead, but you're not getting paid for that? And I said, what if you apply for another job at another location? Because you already have, of course, the experience. You just need, the opportunity. But people's fear of, because I've been here and I know these people and I'm comfortable here, never be comfortable with an employer. Let me first say that. I know 100%. I don't care what level, what skill set you are. Whenever they're ready to let go of you, they will let go of you. So never stay committed to an employer. You need to stay committed to you, the advancement opportunities for you and your family. If you're currently doing the role of a leader or a team lead or a manager or whatever it is that you have the skill set to do, go apply for another job. Where she's at right now, if she's making $40-something thousand because she's been there a year, so they're giving those little bit of raises every single month, she can go to a brand new employer and probably double her salary. Stop being afraid. Bet on you today, guys. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I just want to pop in here and just encourage y'all because that's really been on my heart and my mind. I'm like, how many people are currently doing the work of others and not being paid for it? I saw it in corporate America all the time. And as long as you're willing to do it, they're going to allow you to do it. As soon as you leave, they'll hire 2 people to do that one job that you're doing. So don't allow these employers and these jobs to utilize you in a way that that another corporation will not take advantage of you and they'll pay you what your value is. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, you've got recording.
Yeah, no, I am.
Hey, y'all. Happy Friday to you. Hopefully you are ready to enjoy your weekend.
All right.
Listen, wanted to pop on here for just a second because I was talking to a girlfriend of mine who has been at her current employer for several years now, and has been doing work assignments outside of her normal career and her normal day-to-day because they know she can do it.
And also because she did not set boundaries up front. Okay? That is the problem with our corporate America. There is this whole thing that, all the news channels like talking about. It's called quiet quitting. No, we're not quietly quitting. We're not giving you more than what you're paying us for. So when I hear the news media, which I don't agree with, talking about quiet quitting, no, what it is people are finally realizing that corporate America is taking advantage of them. And they are not going to give more than they are being paid for. And they are setting boundaries with those employers, which is something that should have happened a long time ago. So this friend that she's talking about who's being taken advantage of by her employer, yeah, it's because she didn't set the boundaries with them and she allowed this to happen. Okay? If you don't set those boundaries in place, you allow people to take advantage of you. Now let's keep listening because I'm going to allude to something that this particular person on my screen here does on a daily basis. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to rip this apart.
Especially after COVID happened, she started picking up other workloads from other people, but she's not getting paid to do the work. So
if you start picking up the workloads of other people, you need to say, I'm willing to do this if you're willing to pay me. So if a company just recently let somebody go for poor job performance or for other reasons, and they need someone to help pick up the slack, say, I'm more than happy to pick up the slack, but I want either this, or this, or all three. Throw all three out there. Oh, I'm willing to do the work of this person. However, I want my work week to be 4 days a week, and I want to work 4 10-hour shifts, and I would like a raise of $12 an hour to do an extra job on top of my own work. Or I will work 4 days a week with a 3-day weekend. I'll take a $5 an hour raise. You know, you can negotiate with your employer. You really can. And if they aren't willing to meet you with those negotiations or give in to something, then you can say, I'm sorry, I'm not doing the extra work. Find somebody else stupid and gullible enough to do it. Or hire somebody to do it. But they can get you to do the work of the two people if you are fully capable of doing so. If you are fully capable of doing the work of those two people and they're not willing to pay you, then yeah, you could leave them in the lurch too. You could easily go and find another job that will pay you more money. Okay? It's not hard. There is so many jobs out there because there are so many people that are not able to fill those jobs. Why? Our country lost over 1 million people during the pandemic. We lost a lot of the workforce. A lot of people aren't able to return to work because of disability caused by the pandemic, or because they lost their child care through their parents who were helping care for their children before the pandemic. You know, and that's the other thing is corporate America and the news media doesn't talk about that. No, apparently we're all lazy and we're all happy sitting on our $600 checks from 2 years ago, and that's getting us by. You know, it's like, ugh.
My question to her was, well, why are you still there? Like, why haven't you applied for a management position? And so she has a fear because she feels like she does not have the qualification.
And if you have a fear, it's because you don't have the self-confidence. Clearly, the company has the confidence in you to do the job. You just don't believe that you're worthy of it. And that is the other thing. Corporate America likes to tell women that they're not worthy of it, but trust me, if more women worked in corporate America, more shit would get done, and it would be a more equitable playing field. So I don't believe this one for a second, but there are a lot of women out there who have not been empowered to stand up for themselves, and that's something I kind of want to point out here. You have more talent and ability in your pinky finger than most people do. And if you're not utilizing those talents and marketing yourself and those talents, find someone to help you, encourage you to do that. This is not the person to help you do that.
That's needed for management. And I thought about that. How many of you are currently stuck at a job where you're doing the work of a manager or a leader or a team lead, but you're not getting paid
I'm not.
for that? And I said, what if you apply for another job at another location, because you already have, of course, the experience. You just need, the opportunity.
And that is something that you should do. If you are being taken advantage of or you are being run by poor management, there are other jobs out there. Just look for the red flags during the job interview process. Because I can tell you this, there are so many other jobs out there that will pay you what you are worth, and it will be beneficial to you.
But people's fear of, because I've been here and I know these people and I'm comfortable here, never be comfortable with an employer. Let me first say that. I know 100%. I don't care what level, what skill set you are. Whenever they're ready to let go of you, they will let go of you. So never.
Exactly. Your job will be posted on the job boards before your funeral, eulogy, obituary, okay? So you should not make yourself a slave to your employer. You shouldn't make yourself a slave to anybody or anything. You need to value you. You need to value your time. And when you leave work, you leave work. You don't take work home with you. When you go on vacation, you go on vacation. You don't worry about work while you're on vacation.
Never stay committed to an employer. You need to stay committed to you, the advancement opportunities for you and your family. If you're currently doing the role of a leader or a team lead or a manager or whatever it is that you know you have the skill set to do, go apply for another job. Where she's at right now, if she's making 40 something $1,000 because she's been there years, so they're giving those little bit of raises every single month, she can go to a brand new employer and probably double her salary. Stop being afraid. Bet on you today, guys. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I just want to pop in here and just encourage y'all because that's really been on my heart and my mind.
So it's been on her heart and on her mind. Okay. So we're going to close that out. Now, here's something she did last week right after she posted this video. Hello, everyone. Should post this today. All non-consultants who respond yes to your comments, post this message that I have in the comments on their page. Friends and family, with your permission, I would like to post one post on your wall to help expand my jewelry and accessory line. It's not yours. It's paparazzi's. It's not yours. It's paparazzi's. You may not be interested in jewelry, but your friends and family might be. My goal is to reach as many people as possible. If you allow me to post on your wall, please comment yes in the comments. Thank you for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. So she's constantly working on recruiting right now. And this whole video of her saying, go to a different employer, go where you're worth, go this, go that. If you're not in a leadership position and you're not being paid for a leadership position, you should be. All right. How many times has she said to somebody, join my team? I can make you a leader. She's gotten a bunch of people in her family to join her team, so it's a family affair. But how many people have actually joined paparazzi to aspire to what she has become and fallen short or fallen flat? There are a lot of them out there. So I'm kind of concerned about this, and I also get sickened by it because, she and I think a lot of the same way. When I look at her other page on Facebook and I type in, I just go to her regular page. Here she is in her very elaborate French dining room where she's using her faith. Great. Here she is, Doula Academy training. Okay, great. She has a business plan, your business concept, what are you doing? So, yeah, she's got business stuff on here, and she is a beautiful woman. I just don't agree with what she does with paparazzi, because you cannot credit that Bentley to selling $5 jewelry, okay? And using your trials and your hardships and faith manipulation is wrong. It should not be happening. And then you have your whole ericacole.com website, which doesn't look like the domain is connected to a website. So did you stop paying for your website? I don't know. It's a question. I'm curious about it. All right. But she has 10 reviews. I want to read them. Let's see. She's a great rounded woman who has her stuff in order. She is someone I would be glad to learn from and a chance to watch her live. All right. So how many of these people who have commented and rated her are in her downline? I don't know. It's a question. I'll probably never have the answer. But I agree with her when she says, if your employer is taking advantage of you, don't let them. So here's my final thoughts on this. When your employer is paparazzi accessories and they are taking advantage of you, one, because they aren't paying you a salary. Two, you're buying the product from them with the hopes of selling it for a profit. 3, if you aren't able to build a team to the lengths of 35,000 people like Erica Cole has, you have no chance in hell or a prayer of making the kind of money she does. Okay, so it's predatory. Paparazzi does not pay you an hourly wage. Paparazzi doesn't pay you for the work you do. Paparazzi doesn't pay you shit unless you have a downline. No, in turn, you're paying paparazzi. You're not building a jewelry business. You're supporting a multi-level marketing company. And you are supporting a multi-level marketing company all under the guise of being gaslit and brainwashed through faith manipulation and through someone telling you how successful they became in just 4 short years. But here's the truth, you guys. No one can reach the same height she has reached. She is at the top of the pyramid. She surpassed the Franks. She surpassed, Anya and Drea and Danielle Baker and Patty Shevlin and Rochelle Beachy, but they're still all up there. They're still elites making good money, but she's the top, and she's looking for another rank advancement. But when you go on vacation, you should go on vacation. When you're done with work, you should be done with work. And with paparazzi, it's always on. It's exhausting. It takes away from your personal time. It takes away from your family time. It takes away from life. It takes away from actually living. And I'm proof of that. Because like I said a long time ago in a few videos, when I was on vacation on my Alaskan cruise, I was spending time buying during the new releases every day because I had the fear of missing out. I was constantly selling on that cruise ship to other cruise passengers. I felt like I was always on a fashion show wearing my jewelry. And when someone complimented me on it, I handed them my card and said, you can get it here at my store. When I was in Australia and New Zealand, I was always worried about the fear of missing out, and I set my phone alarm to go off so I could buy new releases. And I was working my business from the cruise ship when I should have been enjoying one of the most magical places on earth and one of the most serene places on earth. What was I doing? I was worrying about my jewelry business. Now I have boundaries in place for myself, and I'm in a healthy place in my life where I go to work, I go to work. When I come home from work, work is still at work. I don't have to worry about it until I go back the next day. And that's the way it should be. You should have boundaries in place with your employer. You should have boundaries in place, and you should earn a living wage. And if it's not in your job description, or if they ask you to do the work of an extra person, ask for more money. Negotiate. And say, I'm more than happy to do this, but this is what I want in exchange for this extra work. And if they say no, you can say no. And if you're afraid of losing your job, well, that's fine. There are thousands more out there. Just look at Indeed. You shouldn't be living in fear. You shouldn't be living in the place of, oh, I'm never going to, get this. I'm never going to get that. You shouldn't be living in a place of fear. You should be living in a place of empowerment. You are better. You are stronger. And you deserve more than what you are allowing yourself to get. So yeah, I agree with her on that point. If you feel you are being mistreated, if you feel you are worth more, then by all means, what's stopping you from going out and getting more? Okay? What is stopping you from going out and getting more? And it shouldn't be getting more jewelry or more recruits. You should be setting yourself up for a real future where you get a 401k, where you have health insurance, where you have paid time off. That is what you should be going for. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's little rant, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And yes, you're going to see me in my hoodie because fibroflare is real. Spoonie life is real. And I hope you guys understand. Thanks. Bye.